you know these three massive modern metal acts of Mice and Men, Beartooth and Bilmuri trace straight back to one meme band from Ohio? This is how Crabcore accidentally shaped the scene. Mid-2000s Ohio, a post-hardcore act called Ambient starts in 2007 by friends Austin Carlisle and Johnny Frank and other rotating members. They rename to Attack Attack, add a Christian edge, and blow up on MySpace with breakdowns and trance synths. First EP, If Guns Are Outlawed, Can We Use Swords Instead? Rise Records likes what they hear and sign them up straight away. 2008, Someday Came Suddenly drops. And from that album, Stick Stickly, the music video. Once this drops, the world was never the same. V-necks, skinny jeans round the knees, crab stance breakdowns, absolute piss take. Kerrang slags it off, The Guardian mocks it, even New York Times piles in, and fueled by hate, it goes stupid viral. Attack Attack become electronic or poster boys, and half the scene nick their tricks while pretending to hate it. Literally hundreds of cookie cutter bands are signed by Rise Records, Sumerian, dozens of others, pumping money and resource into this movement. The band Arsenal Alexandria being the most noteworthy one. Oh my God! They simply wouldn't exist without Attack Attack, and with that, the Crabcore era begun. EDM synths, synchronized headbangs, and ridiculous auto-tune clean vocals. And Attack Attack was the blueprint. First proper branch, Austin Carlisle and Of Mice and Men.
Break this motherfucker up.
Before Second and Sebring was a pit staple, Austin Carlisle was the original screamer of Attack Attack. He toughens them up and drags them into metalcore territory. But his time in the band wasn't smooth. Drama emerges and he was kicked out mid-tour in 2008 due to personal issues. Typical scene drama. But he doesn't stay quiet for long. He grabs his friend Jackson Hall and forms Of Mice and Men. They released their debut album in 2010 and Second and Sebring becomes an instant classic. They start touring the world. I was actually at one of their first shows in the UK in 2011 with Arsenal Alexandria. It was a scene dream come true. They start to gain some serious momentum with their sophomore album The Flood in 2011. They play Warped Tour, get on decent festival slots. They even break into the mainstream a little bit. At this point, Of Mice and Men have eclipsed Attack Attack easily. Austin Carlisle is one of the scene's most recognizable faces. Unfortunately, his story isn't all glory though. He suffers from Marfan syndrome, a connective tissue issue wrecking his heart and spine. He tours through the agony, has several surgeries, still screaming the best he could, but he had to hang up the mic for his health in 2016. Attack Attack lose their spark, and Austin Carlisle builds something bigger. Do you wanna know a secret? Next branch, Caleb Shomo, The Secret Source. He joins Attack Attack on keys as a teenager in 2008. Synths, programming, sprinkling in the magic. With Austin Carlisle leaving the band, he takes over on vocal duties, while also writing and producing while the band is just imploding. He's the driving force of their latter albums. Their 2010 album was massively ahead of its time. Smokahontas will forever be iconic. It's going well, Attack Attack are touring, but burnout hits. He starts Beartooth as a passion project and an outlet for his mental health. Writes and records everything himself. He then drops the Sick EP in 2013 and delivers some of the most unhinged vocals I'd ever heard. Check out his screams here in Set Me On Fire. But their debut album, Disgusting, in 2014 is when they really started to blow up. The lead single, In Between, does numbers. Up on the mountain, I see down below. It's easy to lose yourself gets played everywhere. Then seemingly from nowhere, they start headlining festivals. They even go on to headline Wembley in the UK, which is a big deal, and they get on the mainstream rock charts. They release album after album, and Caleb is still doing everything. Vocals, guitar, bass, drums, production. One-man army. From the kid in the Attack Attack video, crabcoring on keys, to one of Metalcore's sharpest songwriters, the scene got lucky. And they're still going strong. They just dropped a new single, Free, in 2026. However, Caleb has since deleted his Instagram. Fans are speculating it could be because of the criticism he's faced over his androgynous look. I think when you wear your heart on your sleeve for the entire project like Caleb has, it must be easier to get personally offended because he's poured so much of himself into that project. Franz from Attila made a poor taste joke and had to apologize for it. It's 2026 and we're still having scene drama. Some things never change. Third branch, Johnny Frank and Bilmuri.
Why is it always up to you when I'm collateral damage?
Johnny was the rhythm guitarist and clean vocals for quite a while in Attack Attack. But he starts to feel the burnout as well from the relentless touring they did. He takes himself out the spotlight and becomes one of the go-to metalcore producers in Ohio. But then not long after, he starts Bilmuri. It's like if post-hardcore met shitposting. Cursed titles, sax breaks, country riffs, and heartbreak anthems. Johnny was low-key grinding out albums for years. From 2016 to 2024, he wrote 14 albums. And it wasn't until the last one, American Motorsports, that they properly broke out. They've been championing that alternative sound so heavily that even some of the biggest bands in the scene have started copying them. And they've been turning heads from not just fans, but even Sleep Token brought them out on their arena tour. What a satisfying moment. That guy from the Crabcore video, packing out rooms with weird, hilarious bangers. They've got a new album dropping in 2026, Kinda Hard, and they seem to have some firm industry backing now. I'm so happy they're getting the buzz and the attention they deserve. Anyone's waving the Attack Attack flag right now, it's Bilmuri. Long live the Hogman. Looking back, that Attack lineup was mental. Austin Carlisle, Caleb Shomo, and Johnny Frank in the same band. Insane talent. Attack Attack burned bright and big. I mean, they were all so young and exposed to such fame and virality so quickly. It's no wonder that they kind of imploded. They made 3 albums of Rise Records, and they had a bit of a half-assed comeback recently. I think only one semi-original member is still in the band. But to me, it's not really the same Attack Attack. Their legacy still lives strong within these 3 branches though. Proper metalcore heritage. Now the next time someone slags off Crabcore, you can give them a history lesson. The scene would not look the same without this band. With 3 such contrasting and strong branches, who has your pick? If you made it this far, give us a like and think about subscribing, and we'll catch you in the next one.